Hi everyone, today we'll talk about Warren Buffett, who has just announced in an interview on CNBC that he's actually been buying shares into Amazon. And as soon as I saw this headline, I was like, what? Like, if I was to pick a stock that Warren Buffett was going to invest in, Amazon would probably be towards the bottom end of the list. With it being such a massive growth company that doesn't pay a dividend, near 52-week high. It's, with a very high PE, it's not really a Warren Buffett company like Amazon, Netflix, and Tesla. All three of them companies I would never expect to see that Warren Buffett and buying in the same headline. So as soon as I saw this headline, I was like, wow, this is absolutely crazy news, and I was definitely like taken back by it. But the news kind of shocked a few people as well, I think, because the stock actually traded a little bit higher on the day. It was up about 2 or 3% on Friday because of this news, and it's one of those things like Warren Buffett's kind of got like a cult following, and a few people like follow his like portfolio exactly. So as soon as they see like Warren Buffett making a move, they tend to go, oh, you know what, I'm actually going to buy that stock as well, and they kind of copy his portfolio. And because of the news coming out that Warren Buffett is investing in Amazon, I think we saw a few people jump in because of that and trying to follow Warren Buffett and his investing techniques, because obviously he's such a successful investor. Now, after I eventually read the article going into detail about it, I actually found out it wasn't Warren Buffett that had been buying a lot of these shares. It's actually Berkshire Hathaway that had been buying a lot of these shares. And it's Berkshire Hathaway actually has a few people that manage quite a few portfolios in the company itself, and it wasn't actually Warren Buffett's portfolio that was investing into Amazon. It'd be really interesting if it was him, especially with the comments that we were making in the interview. It kind of sounded like he was quite bullish on Amazon, and kind of looked like he was actually interested into getting in the stock. I don't know if he will, because the price is quite high, and like I say, I don't know if it's a Warren Buffett stock really, but it would be very interesting to see if he personally would invest into Amazon. We'll probably see that over the next year. But it wasn't actually Warren Buffett that invested into Amazon. It was two people that are called Todd and Ted. Them two actually manage a fair chunk of money in the Berkshire Hathaway portfolio. They're responsible for quite a few of the investments really that have been a little bit more, I'd say, adventurous, a little bit more risky. So them two kind of like go for a lot more companies that potentially have a lot more potential future growth, PEs that are a little bit higher, and that are not necessarily dividend stocks like Warren Buffett would normally do. We know how much like Warren Buffett loves like stocks like the bank stocks. So them two kind of go for like a little bit more risky stocks. And they obviously wanted to buy Amazon. Like I say on the interview, it was really interesting about how much Warren Buffett was actually bullish on Amazon. So, like I say, it'd be good to see if he made a move. And to be honest with you, I don't blame Warren Buffett or anyone at Berkshire Hathaway investing into Amazon, because I believe it's an absolutely amazing company. Look at the last earnings report. The numbers were exceptional, probably the best earnings report from last earnings seasons. I mean, the EPS was amazing. We know that Amazon like to sandbag numbers a little bit and just protect it to make sure they get a beat. But even with a little bit of sandbagging in there, like they always do, it was still a nice beat overall. And, they're offering a 17% revenue increase going forward, which is exceptional. And also, I've noticed recently as well, the P is slightly dropping a little bit on Amazon, which is good as well. And obviously, if you look at Amazon, you think, from now to 10 years down the line, where do we think Amazon's going to be? I believe, Amazon, and I'm sure most people watching this video believe that Amazon is going to be like even a higher share price than what it is right now, because it's an absolute monster of a company now and going into the future. So, going forward, what am I going to do with Amazon? Am I going to invest in Amazon? As much as I like Amazon, and if you were to ask me, would you buy Amazon shares? Do you think it's a good buy? I believe Amazon's a good buy, but I don't think I'll ever personally get into Amazon for a couple of reasons. One reason being it's quite an expensive stock. So my portfolio at the moment is less than 10,000. So if I was to buy a few shares in Amazon, then obviously that would be a big chunk of my portfolio. And I don't want to, destroy the balance in my portfolio right now. It's near 52-week highs, which I don't like buying stocks at 52-week highs, obviously. The P is a little bit high, so a little bit expensive. But if you was to go long-term kind of view on Amazon, it is going to go up in the future. And I do like the stock, and I wish I could buy the stock, but for me personally, it's not the right stock for me. Obviously, if you're looking into investing in the stock market and you've got you know, a bit of money on the side and you're looking at stocks to purchase, you know, by all means, Amazon's a good purchase and it will go up over the next few years. But for me, right now, at the position I'm in, it's not a stock for me to buy, but I do really love the company, and it'd be interesting to see what happens going forward with Amazon and Berkshire Hathaway and Warren Buffett. Be interesting to see what happens, but interesting move. You know, I love it to come out that Warren Buffett's been buying Tesla next or something on them lines, but a great move, I think, from them. And that's video today, guys. Talk about Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway, Amazon stock. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for all the support recently. We smashed through 240 subscribers, which is amazing. So thank you for that. Give the video a like, and I'll see you on the next video.